You must be thinking about moving to Prairie Village, Kansas. Well, today is your lucky day because I've put together a map video showing you everything in Prairie Village that makes it a great place to live. My name is Max Jones, and my partner Zach and I run the Mojo team, where we have been in business for over 20 years helping people just like you move to the Kansas City area and Prairie Village. But don't take our word for it because we've got over 600 Google reviews online. So check us out, put us into Google, and have a read for yourself on what our clients have to say about us. So I'm excited to go over Prairie Village today. We'll just go ahead and dig right into the map video. Let's go. All right, so I've got Prairie Village pulled up here, and it's outlined in this red dotted line. And basically, the Prairie Village is kind of shaped like a cross, but at its widest point, it goes clear over to State Line and starts at about 63rd Street. And then on the southmost side of Prairie Village, it goes to 95th Street. And on the west side here, it bumps up against Overland Park at Lamar is this street right here. So Prairie Village is, what I would like to show you is Prairie Village in relation to the rest of the city. So you can see here before I zoom out that it's kind of nestled in between Overland Park on its west side, Mission Hills on the north, and Leawood on the south side of Prairie Village. So it's kind of tucked right in there. And if we zoom out, I'll show you where it is in relation to the rest of the city. So as we zoom out here, you can see that Prairie Village is on the south side of Kansas City. And right in here, we'll pull up my map tool, or my drawing tool, and you can see right in here, as you cross the river and head down, you've got the Kansas-Missouri state line right here. So what you'll hear when you're talking to people from Kansas City is, do they live north of the river or south of the river? So north of the river is pretty much all Missouri, and south of the river it can be either Kansas on the west or Missouri on the east side. And as we zoom out a little further, I can show you where it's funny, my wife, she is in Gladstone at her office up here. That's what that tag is. So Prairie Village down here is on the Kansas side, right near Overland Park. Overland Park is Kansas's most populous suburb, and it is huge and really one of the best places in town to live. The Royals and Chiefs Stadium is over here off I-70. As you're heading down I-70, heading down I-70, you pass 435, and the Chiefs and Royals stadiums are right in here. And then if you want to go to the airport, you can head up Metcalf and get on 635 and take it to I-29. And this right here is our airport, which was recently had a new terminal added, an international terminal that's brand new and super nice. So Kansas City Airport is going to have a lot more international flights and direct flights, so it'll be really convenient for folks. I think it's going to really help the city grow, especially the northland of Kansas City. And then right in here at the heart of Kansas City is the downtown area. So if you live in, want to live in Prairie Village, it is a really convenient place to live. If you work in downtown, the big buildings downtown, then Prairie Village is just a hop, skip, and a jump, 10-minute drive into downtown. Or if you're, going to the plaza, yeah, there's the stadiums right there. I guess I had circled a little further out. But it looks like right as you cross 435 are the stadiums. And since I'm such a big Chiefs and Royals fan, I'll zoom in on them just to show you the Royals and the Chiefs have stadiums that sit side by side. And one of the best things about Kansas City sports is the tailgating. The tailgating is phenomenal. So you can see this must be for a Royals game. The Google Earth video, because it's not quite as packed as a Chiefs game. But people will come out, bring their grills, and just tailgate their butts off for a couple hours before the game, and kind of a pre-party to the actual game. So this is definitely one of my favorite spots in town. And you know what? If you stick around till the end of the video, I will tell you my favorite thing about Prairie Village. So I have my number one spot for Prairie Village that I like to go, and I will reveal that at the end of the video if you stick around with me. So we've kind of shown Prairie Village in its context to the Kansas City area in relation to the airport and the stadiums. What I would like to do now is show you the major roads, and there really are no major highways that run through Prairie Village, but the major roads is the first one I'm going to highlight with my drawing tool here is Rowe Avenue. And Rowe Avenue kind of runs all the way up through the middle of Prairie Village, and it's kind of your main road through Prairie Village, and it comes up here and hooks up to 169, where you can navigate the south side of town, or you can run up here and hit 35 Highway, which will take you anywhere in town. It'll take you all the way to Des Moines if you're headed out of town. So Rowe Avenue is, I would say, the main drag through Prairie Village. You also have 75th Street that cuts across the heart of Prairie Village. If you want to go to the airport, I mentioned Metcalf. You can take 75th Street over here to Metcalf. Metcalf is one of the main thoroughfares, commercial districts in Overland Park, and you can kind of see here from the Google Earth view that it's got your car dealerships and just anything you can imagine, all of your gas stations and bars, and it's kind of where downtown Overland Park is just adjacent to Prairie Village on Metcalf. But Metcalf, if you take it north, will actually turn into 635. So as you come up north on Metcalf, it will turn into 635, and that's how you get to the airport. So probably about, I'd say, a 30-minute drive to the airport, maybe 40, depending on traffic. So not terrible, but not the ideal location if you're traveling, every week, all week. Could be a little bit of a jaunt when you get home. So I also did, this map video is a sister video to a vlog video I did for Prairie Village, where I chose 3 different properties in Prairie Village. I chose one in Prairie Woods, Prairie Forest, and one in Sunset Heights, to give you an idea of what you get for your money in 3 different price ranges in Prairie Village. So if you're really hot to trot on Prairie Village, then you should definitely see that vlog video. One of the main messages in that vlog video is that Prairie Village has older homes, and they were built on pretty big lots at the time, when they were built in the 50s and 60s. And what a lot of people are doing now is buying those homes if they're distressed, in the $200,000-$300,000 range. They're buying them for the lot and tearing the home down and building new $1 million homes on them. So that is something that it's such a desirable place to live that that's really becoming a prevalent thing, especially now that the real estate market is kind of favors the seller, and the prices have gone up, considerably. But as far as major attractions in Prairie Village, we've got several. So the first one I want to zoom in on is the Prairie Village Shops. So this right in here, this is Indian Hills Country Club. It's actually in Mission Hills, but so it's not in the city limits of Prairie Village, is right here. But just a great, awesome golf course and country club. But nestled right in here is the shops of Prairie Village, which is kind of your iconic place to go shopping. They've got everything you can think of. I really like this French market here, but you've got your Minsky's, which is I don't know if that's a nationwide pizza chain, but in Kansas City, it's really well known. It's my favorite pizza in Kansas City. But your Chipotle and Good Sense and sushi restaurant and all types of little shops in Prairie Village. You got antique stores and salons and spas. So if shopping is your thing, the shops of Prairie Village is one of the best places to do it. Zoom out from there. The second place, major attraction I want to highlight is Corinth Square, which is right here. So it is another shopping area with restaurants and shops. So you've got the square here, and here's one of the Hen House is a Kansas City grocery chain with coffee shops, and Johnny's Tavern is a great place for kind of a sports bar. Right in here, Corinth Square, BRGR is a really nice place to grab a burger. It is an awesome little spot in Prairie Village for shopping. That's, I think, probably one of the best things to do in Prairie Village is hit all the antique shops and little mom and pop shops and grab some brunch. That's what I like to do in Prairie Village. And then let's see, what else do I want to show you? I want to show you Meadowbrook Park and Meadowbrook Village. It is right here on the south side of Prairie Village, and one of the best parks in town, really. You've got tons of shelters for to have your picnics, playgrounds, big old fields to play in. You got pickleball, you got playgrounds, tennis courts. There's a disc golf area in here, and I believe there's also a skate park. Just an awesome, here's your pickleball courts. Just an awesome place. Here's a sledding hill in the wintertime where all the kids will go and sled down the hill. So they've got little events that they have, but one of the best parks in town. And then there are some senior living and some maintenance provided villas in here that are on the south side of the park with all the ponds, but lots of shopping on the south side of here. Places for to grab breakfast at the Big Biscuit. So Meadowbrook Village and Meadowbrook Park is definitely a huge attraction for Prairie Village. And then as far as public schools go, you've got the Shawnee Mission East High School is located here. I'll zoom out so you can see where it is. Right in the heart of Prairie Village is Shawnee Mission East High School, which will also service some of Leawood and some of Mission Hills. But it is right here on the north side of this whole little area here. But Shawnee Mission East High School, awesome high school, has every sport you can imagine. You've got your baseball and football and swimming and track and field. So academically very good, and for sports and extracurricular activities, amazing. On the south side of the school property, you've got the Prairie Village swimming pool. Let me zoom in over here so you can see it. This is just awesome. They've got a huge water slide out here. They've got high dives. They've got a really nice lap pool, kids pool. They've got everything you could ever want. They're also, the community center is over here. So just a great place. They have tennis courts. Prairie Village is very big on tennis clubs, so you'll see that as a theme throughout Prairie Village is tons of tennis places with tennis courts. We've got the YMCA. For schools, you also have, let's see, Indian Hills Middle School. I'll show you where that is. It is here, Indian Hills Middle School. I'll zoom out so you can kind of see where it is in relation to, so it's at the very north side of Prairie Village. So here's that Indian Hills Country Club and Prairie Village Shops. And as you go clear to the north side of Prairie Village is Indian Hills Middle School. And just a fantastic middle school campus. Also have football fields there, and baseball field looks like they caught them in the off season for the baseball field. That looks pretty ragged, but yeah, that's Indian Hills Middle School. There's the Indian Hills Country Club area with tons of tennis courts and pool. Okay, so yeah, that pretty much does it for major attractions in Prairie Village. The Prairie Village is also full of parks. So you've got Wassmer Park, Porter Park, Bennett Park, Franklin Park is another huge park on the south side of Prairie Village, and all of these parks were set up to be to highlight parts of the Santa Fe Trail. So the history of Prairie Village is that the Santa Fe Trail came through Prairie Village back in the day, and it was when the settlers were coming, settling the West. I need to do my history lesson on who the names of the major explorers that were coming through. But yeah, so Prairie Village has done a great job of getting their city together and putting signs and on the trail and highlighting areas of the trail. So you'll see tons of these trails that will go through the neighborhoods to the parks and kind of weave their way from park to park through Prairie Village. So it is just really one of the most charming suburbs in Kansas City, with a lot of history, and then kind of some new mixed in with the old, where these people are tearing down some of these old distressed homes that were built very modestly back in the 60s, and they're building nothing crazy, but they're not building mega mansions on these lots, but building nice homes in the $600,000 to $800,000 range, on top of a $200,000-$300,000 lot that they bought and just tore down the house. And for my number one thing about Prairie Village, it is Tavern on the Village. It is in the shops of Prairie Village. I'll zoom in here on the map and show you. But it is my favorite place to go and have brunch. We'll put a link in to the website for Tavern on the Village, or Tavern in the Village. We'll put a link to the website in the description below. But it is here in the shops of Prairie Village, and I don't know if I can pull up their menu on my screen. Brunch is just phenomenal, so my screen's not going to let me show the whole thing, but really relatively reasonably priced. But they have a salmon benedict, smoked salmon benedict, that's amazing, avocado toast, and it's just an awesome place to go get some mimosas and some brunch on the weekend. And they've got some outdoor seating, and it's just such a charming place to go on the weekend with people walking their dogs, and when spring is in the air in particular, and all the plants are blooming and flowers. It's such a charming little place to go to the shops at Prairie Village and have brunch at Tavern in the Village. So that is my number one place to highlight about Prairie Village. So thanks for sticking around to the end. And this map video is not meant to be an all-inclusive map video, just kind of a taste of Prairie Village. If you live in Prairie Village and you think that we missed something, that we should definitely highlight on the video, please reach out to us in the comments. We would love to hear from you. Or if you just want to comment on your experience as a review of living in Prairie Village, we would love to have your input. If you are from out of state and thinking about moving to Kansas or the Kansas City area, or Prairie Village in particular, we would love to hear from you. Or if you live on the other side of town and you want to move, you want to move to Prairie Village from another area in Kansas City, we would love to hear from you too. So we've worked with people for over 20 years, usually about 250 families a year. We help move to Kansas City or within Kansas City, and we really enjoy it. So hit the like button, hit the bell to subscribe. If you want to stay on top of all of our videos, we are going to highlight all of the major suburbs in Kansas City. We're going to highlight the best neighborhoods in Kansas City. So if you want to stay informed, if you're thinking about moving to Kansas City in a couple years from now and want to see our videos, we are going to have several per week that will be there to inform you, to educate you on Kansas City. But if you want to reach out to us now, you can call the number in the description below. That will ring to either Zach or my cell phone, our personal cell phones. You can also, if you do comment in the comment section, we will reply to your comments if you just have a quick question, or you can send us a direct message through YouTube. So however you prefer to communicate, we will meet you there and communicate with you that way, and we would love to hear from you. So until the next video, we will look forward to seeing you then. Thanks so much.